Hey, guess what? On the heels of the Marvel's Wolverine news last week, there's been news this week. The Venom spinoff got big news. And Nintendo had their biggest direct in maybe years. But then they followed up by doing one of the dumbest thing in years. All this and more on this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. Oh, of course. Of course that doesn't work. Jeez. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka I gotta go and figure out this Stream Deck thing because my buttons just stop working one day at a time. I am joined by
Sean MF Ross.
What does the M and F stand for?
DJ don't got a real Stream Deck.
I keep.
He got a.
Why you gotta tell him?
He got his off of a Flatbush in New York. That's where he got his from.
I got it off of a Stream Deck. And I know who we are, and this not Stream Deck thing that I have. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that condenses the most important gaming news from this past week into an hour-long meal just for you. We're live on YouTube every week when we can make it because, man, life is hard.
But framing wood is easy.
Oh, okay, Mr. Professional. It's easy if you're a professional, like Sean MF Ross. Not me though. I'm not a professional. Yeah. Don't forget, because I almost forgot, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell. If you are listening, we'd appreciate you leaving us a review on whatever podcast service you're tuned in on. And if you want, you can join the conversations by joining our Discord at pressxnumber2start.com/Discord. All right.
And if you don't subscribe, we got to start releasing Rule 34 of Press X to Start. What that means exactly, we'll find out when we start posting it, I guess.
Hey, I got Adobe Firefly. Anything is possible.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
It's like Mid-Journey.
Oh.
It's just AI,
Gets the people going. Okay.
Exactly. All right. With that being said, let us jump into the gaming news with number one. Report. Marvel's Wolverine aims for a 2026 release. We knew that from last week. This part, though. Venom's project still in development. This is big news. This comes from us MP.
Marcus Q. Eminem.
By Ephraim. That's a cool name. All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So before I jump into this article, to catch everyone up, so I think at this point it's been 2 years since there was the big Insomniac
leak
that dropped. Yeah,
that feels like forever ago.
I know, right? So in that leak, we got a bunch of like dev footage of Marvel's Wolverine, and of course, none of it is final because all that stuff was in essentially pre-production, which with how long that game has taken to get to the place of them having a trailer to show now, years later. So on top of that, I mean, the leak was, I think, a gigabyte or gigabytes worth of data. So there's a lot of stuff that people was looking into. They found out how much what Marvel's Spider-Man costs production-wise. On top of that, they also found a list of games that Insomniac was supposed to be making. Some of those games included the Venom spinoff that was supposed to be in production at that time. There's supposed to be a multiplayer Spider-Man game that I think it was like across the web or across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
that got canceled.
Right.
So Venom originally was supposed to come out this year. I guess they flipped it. So
yeah. So in that leak, they had different dates to go along with the different games, but looking at the dates at that time, they're already off. So the assumption was like, okay, this data is obviously not up to date. And then one of the things I was going off of was that people just assumed because there was no actual talk about the Venom spinoff that the game was probably canceled. Until today. Well, I guess, yeah, today. I think this actually came out today. The Venom game is still in active production. So that's great. I'm going to jump into the article. The most important information we received from our main source is that Wolverine is still on track for 2026. I guess is that the most important? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess Wolverine's bigger than Venom. And Venom has been in active development. While we haven't been able to determine how advanced the Venom project is, if we assume Wolverine remains a priority, it's likely that game is still in pre-production, which is kind of crazy. There is also some detail from the story that we got from a different source, but since we couldn't verify this or these, we recommend that you take these tidbits with a grain of salt. One of them would be that Eddie Brock will take the protagonist role. This might seem obvious to some, but given what happened to the last user of the symbiote in Spider-Man 2, still it helps us to rule out the possibility of other symbiotes users taking the lead, such as Flash Thompson, who was Agent Venom in the comics or even the original character. We also know that at least visually, this Eddie Brock will be closer to the comic book counterpart, more so than live action rendition played by Tom Hardy in the Venom films. So
expect complaints.
Yes. So I believe in the game, the Venom symbiote was pulled off of I guess this is spoilers.
Butch.
Yes. Yeah. The symbiote was pulled off of what's his name?
Brock.
No, not Brock.
I don't remember who was using it
From the game.
It don't matter. It was pulled off of him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was pulled off of him during that big explosion, or whatever, and then Venom became, or the symbiote became Venom, and it was a big thing. He had wings at the end or whatever, but like, it's hazy. I should have probably looked this up before doing this, but here we are. Here we are. But yeah, you beat him using anti-venom, which is Peter's new suit, and then Miles, you beat Venom, and then the symbiote is just kind of out there. But then there's that flash of the whole Carnage thing, and I actually think Carnage is supposed to be a part of the spinoff, which would make sense. Let me continue reading because reading is important. On the topic of the other characters, the Venom game would also see the return of Cletus Cassidy as Carnage. I nailed that, Cletus. Oof. Who was previously leaked as the main villain of the game based on internal slideshows from the breach. Additionally, Anti-Venom would be featured, but not the version controlled by Peter Parker, which is
interesting.
weird. Yeah.
They'll work it in. We're not writers.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I trust Insomniac. Instead, we would see the more monstrous looking version from the comics that Eddie Brock eventually uses. Okay. As with Peter Parker and his struggle with Venom, Eddie can maintain total control over his persona with anti-venom. So this could play a significant role in the story. Interesting. I wonder how they would work this out. Because if this, it's all grain of salt, but if this is true, you would think you would play as Eddie. So I guess maybe Eddie gets the Venom suit, goes wreak havoc or whatever, somehow gets the anti-Venom suit, Venom pulls off of him, and he has to fight Venom.
I mean, it may pass through multiple characters the same way we played multiple characters in Spider-Man 1 and 2, so it's fine.
Yeah. And there's also Carnage to be a part of that too, so okay. As a final note, we've also come across some clues that suggest that Insomniac is currently working to include Miguel O'Hara, also known as Spider-Man 2099, in one of their projects. I mean, that's going to be the Miles thing. I feel like that makes the most sense. Like whatever Spider-Man 3 is, I imagine Spider-Man 2099 is going to be a part of it, because they also teased the Spider-Verse stuff at the end of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they say it's more likely related to Spider-Man 3. So yeah, I didn't read that. That was my guess. Man, reading is important. I'll tell you what. All right. So that's pretty much it. So we have this whole thing of, per their schedule that we are assuming is accurate, they're going to be releasing Wolverine next year and then doing the Venom game sometime in the future. My question to you, Sean, do you think Insomniac is crazy enough to do Wolverine and Venom in the same year?
No, Sony wouldn't allow it, so
Yeah.
that's not even a question. If Sony had as much control over Neil Druckmann to not even be able to release any info about the Heretic Prophet,
Yeah.
like absolutely not.
Intergalactic.
Yeah. He couldn't even drop the names and tell us anymore. Like, Sony's not going to throw away 2 Game of the Years to GTA 6 like that. Because whatever
that's a good point.
Whatever comes out next year is going to be, they need to give GTA 6 a wide berth.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm happy that you brought that up, because I'm also thinking about like release dates and when we would see this with GTA. I mean, I think it's supposed to be May. I think the end of May.
What, GTA 6?
Yeah. So you would think, all right, give that game
May
I guess
26th, yeah.
May 26th. Okay. So depending on how they release that game, if they do the whole single player for like 2 weeks and then they release multiplayer, or if they just do the whole thing in one go, you'd want to give that game what, maybe a month or two, maybe 2 months.
Right? I'd give it the rest of the summer unless something else.
Yeah, right. I'll see you next year.
Like, it's the story plus online.
That's
like
true. That's true. Yeah. Man. So yeah, so I would assume, okay, well, let's release Wolverine in the fall, and then I guess do Venom early 2027. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, cuz like how long was it between Spider-Man and the Miles Morales game? It was like a year, right?
I could tell you.
Yeah, I'm looking too. But I would imagine
Booterman. Let me see.
So Spider-Man was September 7th, 2018.
2 years.
2 year. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, never mind.
Because Miles Morales was
yeah,
on their launch
yeah.
title for PS5.
That was COVID. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember that. So, and then the question is, okay, well, if it's 2027, do they just keep it for like PS6? Or like PS6?
Nah, it'd be a cross.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Miles Morales was cross-platform.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. All right. Well, so I think part of me wonders, for this article, the call out that Venom is still in pre-production feels kind of weird, in that, like, well, I guess we never actually got any content, but like his model's already created from Spider-Man 2. So it's like they just put it down and didn't do anything with it these years. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know. I want to see some games from Insomniac. I'm hoping we do see some games from Insomniac in this PlayStation State of Play. It's supposed to be happening sometime in the next few weeks in September, possibly. Yeah. All right. That's that. Number 2. Everything announced at Nintendo's Direct September 2025. This comes to us from GamesRadar Plus. Did you get a chance to watch this thing?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to watch much of anything.
Yeah, no, I get you. This man building his home.
Yep. I mean, I skimmed through some things, but nothing like stood out to me where I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So I watched it. I thought it was a very good showing. I think it was a strong showing, especially if you are a Nintendo diehard. Like this was for you. They
Mhm.
had a bunch of stuff. I think the direct was an hour long or 45 minutes, I think. Close to an hour. It felt like an hour. But yeah, so I'm just gonna run through some of the big announcements and then we can just kind of talk about like, you know, how we feel about this.
Mhm.
So they kicked off the show with, or they kicked off the direct with showing Mario Galaxy movies officially announced. I think the day before, it kind of got spoiled because they had to trademark the domain name or something like that, so
Yeah.
people knew that Mario Galaxy movie was a thing that was happening, or Super Mario Galaxy movie was a thing that was happening. So that kind of got spoiled. But I didn't see that rumor at all. So I was just like, oh, Mario Galaxy movie, that's cool. Um, so that got followed up with a Mario Galaxy bundle, which was Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. I believe that is $70. I, I wish, I
Absolutely not.
wish, say what?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Right? I wish I was a Mario fan. Like, I feel because like I know Mario Galaxy is like peak
Yeah.
Mario, and it's just like, oh, it's awesome. But it's just like I've just never been able to glom onto Mario like that. So it sucks. But great announcement. Great announcement. Um I'm scrolling. Okay. So couple of or some other stuff. There's a Super Mario Brother Wonders Switch 2 edition, and it's coming next spring alongside a multiplayer expansion with tons of co-op game to play. This was an interesting thing where I would assume that the Mario Wonder content or the DLC would be like more
Yeah.
single player stuff, not necessarily multiplayer stuff, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
that would have been
Maybe
cool if it was more multiplayer stuff.
or single player
It'd be
stuff.
nice if you can buy like the. Nah, they're not gonna let you just buy the extra content. They want you to buy the whole damn game.
Oh
It
yeah.
almost feels like they're punishing you sometimes for being a early adopter,
Hmm.
because I'm not gonna rebuy this just for this Bella Bell Park
Yeah.
content,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially since Mario games never really go on. Nintendo first party stuff never really goes on sale, so
Hmm.
nah,
No, you're not wrong. You're not
they can
wrong.
eat it.
Next up, they had Mario Tennis Fever, which
That looked
is
cool.
yeah, I think that had to me that had a better showing than their what's the soccer game that came out for Switch?
Strikers.
Strikers. Yeah, yeah. I think I generally like soccer over say a tennis, but I think this showed really well and like the
Hmm.
features looked really cool. Um, and then what? Some Super Mario Wonder flavor and a story mode worthy of Dragon Ball spin-off. I don't know what any of that means.
It has a lot.
Um,
It has a story mode that looks pretty interesting, and
oh, I missed that. The
you didn't
heck?
really. Okay, well, you know what? I think they released something separate apart from the direct, because I did
Oh,
catch
okay.
like certain things like that. So like
Yeah.
Mario Tennis Fever looks pretty interesting. They have your standard tennis, but then they
Mhm,
have rackets that have like special effects on it. So some rackets will
mhm.
freeze your opponent's side of the map, or you can throw lightning at them, or some rackets will, like, when it hits the ball, it will shrink them.
Yeah.
Different bunch of different effects. Looks cool. The issue
Okay.
is, who the hell am I play with?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, so we got a brand new Fire Emblem game, Fortune's Weave, a tactical RPG coming 2026. Looks like a direct sequel to Three House. Oh wait, did it just jump?
You skipped. No, you skipped ahead.
Did I skip ahead? Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, pretend I didn't say that, guys. Nintendo revealed replica talking flower from Super Mario Wonder that you can chat with just like in the game. So this was a weird thing where there was a disclaimer on the page that says like this is not an interactable thing. I
It
don't know
just
what that.
talks randomly.
Oh, like you can't have it say.
It's
Okay,
not like
okay.
it's not like a Nintendo AI thingamabob.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, so then now, yeah, 2 years after Engage, Nintendo graces us with a brand new Fire Emblem game, Fortune's Weave. I think this looked really really cool.
Mhm.
I was in our chat talking to Roti, and I was just like, "There's like, what are they going to end this show with? Like this bullet point list is not in order. That's fine."
Mhm.
But we were talking like, what are they going to end the show with? He thought maybe it'd be like an Earthbound thing, or like a Mother 3, Mother
We're not
4.
getting that. Stop,
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Stop getting your hopes up.
yeah. But it was Fire Emblem, and again, I feel like if I bought a Fire Emblem game, sat and played it, I
Mhm.
would love it because I do like tactical games like that. I just never put myself in that place to do that or play that game.
I have
Maybe,
never played a
maybe
Fire Emblem game.
really. Do you like RTSs, like real time strategy stuff?
I'm trying to think what I've played that would be considered
Hmm.
that. Like, I guess the Advanced War series,
Yeah.
Nintendo Wars.
Yes.
Yes, I mean
Yeah.
they're okay. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever completely finished one. So,
Okay.
nah.
Yeah. Advanced Wars, I mean, I would say that for
I say the
sure
only
Fire
one that I
Emblem.
probably finished is that Mario versus Rabbids game.
Okay. Yeah. The first one or second one?
First one. I didn't even buy the
First
second one.
one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fire Emblem definitely more advanced in both of those games, but like,
Of
yeah,
course.
it's that thing of if you enjoy that, you would enjoy Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
And Donkey Kong Bonanza got DLC, which lets you explore DK Island, complete with a new roguelike mode that was available. That was their shadow drop essentially. That looked cool. Donkey Kong is gonna be my next thing that I jump into after I finish up Expedition 33.
Yep.
More on that later. Metro Prime 4, they finally showed it. It's coming December. Ah, boy, my Fantasy Critic League list looks pretty nice, I gotta say. Um, I was actually thinking about this because with Silk Song out, Metroid Prime 4 coming out, GTA 6 happening next year. We figure out when Wolverine is apparently happening. It's like, are
Mhm.
there any other like huge games that are on the horizon that we even are like hyped for?
Um, no.
Yeah, right. Because I was racking my brains like I
Everything
don't.
big is out. Call of Duty used to be big, but I feel like
It's Call of Duty.
it's just Madden and 2K at this point.
Yeah,
And people just play it out of obligation.
yeah.
Um,
So yeah.
Silk Song came out.
Hmm. Hades 2 is coming out in I think
That's
next
not
week
as
or
big
something
as
crazy.
Silk Song though. It's
Well,
it's
no,
it's a
I
good
agree. I
game.
agree. Yes, yeah, I agree. Though it's not as it didn't have the same level of hype as Silk Song did. But yeah, yeah,
Borderlands came out and
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, okay. We had and I just want to say Metro Prime 4, they showed off that the game is open world ish. It has open world ish sections where Samus can jump on a bike and speed through. Uh, I will say at the showing of it, I was impressed. I thought this was cool. When I went back to it, I was like, oh, this does not look that great. I mean, it's a thing of we always judge and grade Nintendo games on a sliding scale, and
Yeah.
it's something that we've just become accustomed to, and it's like, okay, well, this is good for what Nintendo can push out, which I don't, I don't know. That's always a hard conversation to have. But next up, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment gets November 2025 release date. This looked cool. I think one of the things that they showed off that I can remember is that you can use like Zonai devices in the game that can augment your powers, or like basically it's like, oh, it's cool little tech gadgets that you can use during your fight. Cool.
I think the next big game, I'm sorry, this is off. The next big thing after GTA is probably Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
The next event game.
Yeah. You know, I'd even say Kingdom Hearts 4 and Final Fantasy 7, the last portion.
But I mean, these are years off. So like, the only thing in range of 2026 is GTA 6.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then the Marvel games from Insomniac, whenever those come out.
Right.
There's really nothing else. Elder Scrolls, that'll be an event. The Witcher 4.
The Witcher 4. I think that's still gonna be another big one.
Past that, there are no more big event games coming out.
All right. Well,
Black Myth, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway. Go ahead.
Okay. So we have actually this one got a pop from me. Nintendo's finally wise up to Power World, announcing Pokemon's crafting and building game, Pokopia. There you go. Starring Ditto, that thinks it's a real human. So if you've been following this podcast for a long time, I got this Ditto joke.
They are catering to the deviants.
And it pains me in a beautiful way that Ditto joke has finally paid dividends. Ditto has become a real person. Oh, but yeah, this looked interesting. It's a thing of like, hey, it's a Pokemon spinoff game. You had me at Pokemon, so I'm gonna definitely check this thing out and see what it's like. Although I'm not holding my breath on it being like an amazing experience, because I think about 80% of the Pokemon spinoff stuff is fine at best. So we'll see what happens with this one. After 30 years, Nintendo celebrates its most famous failure with zero irony as Virtual Boy comes to Switch, complete with a full console replica. This was a weird. By the way, that full console replica costs $100. Pretty much, yeah. So, sure. Hey, anyone who is hot for the Virtual Boy, this is for you. Me, nah, I'm good. It isn't a sequel to the best Mario game, but Nintendo announced Yoshi and the Mystery Book for Switch 2, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm not big of a Yoshi person, but I think I thought this looked really cool because like they always do like a different or interesting art style with the Yoshi games, and I think they just kind of followed suit with that when they showed off this. So, batch cool. So yeah, Hades 2 finally leaves early access later this month with a time exclusive console release on Switch 2. They didn't actually say the date, but it is like I think it's like September
25th.
25th. Okay, I was off by.
Damn, it's exclusive console. I'm not getting that on the Switch.
Yeah, I would hold off. I would just and then
I really wish Nintendo would add goddamn achievements, trophies, some type of something like.
Yeah. Hey,
that's one of the few reasons along the way.
It's your achievement.
I guess.
So yeah, Square Enix revealed another classic JRPG getting a remake, which was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. This got a lot of question marks in that the art style is very, very different from what we would expect from a Dragon Quest game. For those who don't know, Toriyama, the artist who created Dragon Ball Z, blah blah blah, he also created the art style for Dragon Quest. So those characters look like Dragon Ball Z characters. This new art style veers away from that Dragon Ball look. So it was very.
I'd say it still looks like it kind of to me, but
you think so? To me, it looked like AI version of anime.
Gotcha.
And that it has like a weird like a smooth look. I don't know. It just looked like, oh, there's something happening here. I don't hate it. I think it looks interesting.
Mhm.
It's just like it's noticeably different. That's all. Um, Dragon Quest 7 or Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined is coming February 2026, console and PC. Stardew Valley is getting a major update on Switch 2 with mouse controls, as well as 4-player co-op with just one copy of the farming sim thanks to GameShare. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
won't be getting this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've had my fill on
Stardew?
Stardew. Yeah. So that's cool. We didn't get anything from Animal Crossing. I imagine that's probably gonna be the big game for next year, along with like 4 others, seeing how Nintendo done line this year up with bangers. And we're probably gonna get a 3D Mario game next year as well. So those weren't gonna be here, but that makes sense as why. Um yeah, that's pretty much that. I think overall, like, how would you judge the I wouldn't say it hasn't been a year yet, but how would you judge the like launch lineup of the Switch 2? Like
It's only
into
been
the
3
end of this
months.
year.
Um, yeah, it's pretty solid. What we got?
So we have
Mario
Mario Kart
Kart.
World.
Yeah, to launch with. Donkey Kong,
Right.
I'm still chewing through.
Mhm.
Um,
We're gonna
I
have
don't know
Metroid
all.
Prime 4.
Yeah,
Hades
I
is
feel
gonna
like
be
this is a
exclusive
good.
to
They're
Mario's
spacing
gonna
things
see that.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're giving things room to breathe. So I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
then
I
and
totally
then
agree.
they're giving people who didn't get the Switch one, all 5 of those people, premium games with like extra stuff if they didn't pick up certain games, or even people who had the Switch one and didn't pick up certain games the first time around, like Kirby and Zelda and all that stuff. So
Right.
it's solid. People just want to complain because the system is expensive and they feel like everybody already had all these games and they're just releasing BS and it's a cash grab. It's a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a business.
I feel like it's the same kind of um talking points as when the PS5 launched and it had like the list of the top PS4 games that you can play on the PS5. And people are just like, oh, what this is terrible. I played those games already. It's like, congratulations, you've played good games. Yeah. But yeah, I also I agree. I think the launch lineup of the Switch 2 has been
Or launch
very strong.
window.
Or window, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Has been very strong. Um yeah, so like,
I mean,
props to them.
for those people who beat a game in a weekend, and I could see, them complaining.
Mhm.
Take your time
Yeah,
with games.
yeah. Ain't no need to
Back
rush.
in my day, we chewed on the game for months,
You're not wrong. You're not
and it
wrong.
didn't have this much hours of gameplay. What the fuck? It's all fine.
Yes. So that was the good news, the cool things that Nintendo had to show.
Yeah.
While this was happening, they did something very not
Egregious.
cool. Yes, egregious is the right word. Nintendo now has a US patent on summoning characters and making them battle for you. Yes, the Pokemon or the mechanic that was made popular by Pokemon, but Pokemon was not the first one to do it, is now patented by Nintendo.
Nintendo patented N-word fighting. Play fighting.
So it's like, you mean Nintendo fighting? What do you mean?
Yeah.
All right, well, this comes to us from VGC by way of Chris Scullion. So, yeah, I mean, there's not too much to actually. No, I can read the specifics of this patent.
Hmm.
So the patent is described as a console or other system is being used to run a video game from storage. The player controls a character in a virtual space. The player can perform an input command to make a sub character appear, i.e., summon another character. If there's an enemy where the sub-character appears, the character can control a battle between sub-character and the enemy. If there's no enemy where the sub-character appears, the sub-character will automatically move around. The player can move the sub-character to a different location on the field, and if an enemy is there, they can control a battle between the sub-character and the enemy. Let me make this clear. This patent is not for classic Pokemon.
This is very broad.
Yeah. And also this is like for the Pokemon ZA. Like that combat system. This is what they're patenting. They're not patenting the classic Pokemon because the last bullet where player can move sub character to a different location on the field, and if an enemy is there, they can control a battle between sub character and the enemy. You can't do that in classic Pokemon. You're not moving the characters when you're not moving the Pokemon once you summon them. This is
I mean, this is a I forget the word they use, but it's something that you shouldn't be able to patent because it's like
it's egregious.
No, they have a specific terminology for like obvious use cases. Like you can't
okay.
patent toilet paper because you know what I mean? Like it's
no, you're right.
Like they were summoning things long before Pokemon was a thing.
Yep.
And I think even a former Nintendo or Game Freak or somebody related to it was like, yeah, this shouldn't have been approved. This was kind of
definitely shouldn't have been approved. Yeah, because you're right. Like this is too broad of a gameplay feature to be nailed down in this kind of way and patented for Nintendo. Like, and I think this is going to be a thing of now that Nintendo has this patent, it's going to be up to them whether or not they want to enforce it on certain games. Because like they have this patent, so they can technically enforce it on the Digimon game that's coming out. They can enforce it on the Honkai style Pokemon game that's coming out. They can enforce it on that Animo game that's coming out. Like they could kill a lot of projects in one swoop with this patent, but it's going to be up to them as to if they want to do that or not. I've heard this described.
Things that are in common use already, you can't patent, and abstract or general ideas.
Okay. Yeah,
unless there's a significant improvement that makes them somehow different from the original. You can't patent a hairbrush, but you can patent a hairbrush that also dyes your hair whatever color you want when you use it. Things like that. So like I'm really struggling to find out what they did differently to patent it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, like now I'm just kind of getting in the weeds, seeing how I could like break this to be like, oh, actually, you can still make the Pokemon summon.
Oh, I've already thought about it. You can transform into the monster. You can.
I was thinking the same thing. Like
and actually throw hands yourself. I might take note of that and try to make something like you can actually transform. Yeah, like you become the Pokemon or whatever you want to call it. But
exactly.
Instead of summoning it, you kind of. Anybody ever seen The Fly? Is that old? Am I aging myself? Transform like that.
Just give me a bathroom mirror. But yeah, this is just overstepping by way of Nintendo, and this seems like an overcorrection for games like Power World that like really stepped on Pokemon's toes and like kind of poke fun at Pokemon and at the same time. And this is just them overcorrecting for that, which is annoying, which sucks. And it's just annoying that this made it through, but I'm also not surprised with the state of everything. So yeah, that sucks. All right. Let's jump into before we jump into EA finally unveiling Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode. Hey, do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you are listening, leave us a review on whatever podcast service you are tuned in on. We appreciate this. Thank you. Now let's get back. Number 3, EA finally unveils Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode. Testing begins this week. The shrinking ring insta-kills you, and destruction will be everywhere. This comes to us from GamesRadar Plus by way of, scroll way up to the top, Jordan Gerblick. So yes, if you don't know, Battlefield 6 will have a Battle Royale mode. They hinted at it at their Battlefield 6 blowout showing at the end. And the ring that will constrict the player's movements is a ring of fire. It's not like gas or whatever from like Call of Duty or the other Battle Royale games. The news here is that ring of fire will instantly kill you.
Oops.
So no playing.
No play in the circle.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
No play in the storm.
And I think I actually kind of like that idea because, you know, in my brief stint of playing Battle Royale games, there was always a fear of getting flanked by people who run
Somebody playing in the storm. Yeah.
And it's always just like, I gotta watch my back, But if my back is just covered with fire, then it's like, all right, well, that's simple. Just go forward. They also mentioned that destruction is going to be a part of this, which makes sense as a Battlefield game. So expect things to be destructible, expect things to blow up, just like the normal mode. So yeah, that's cool. Do you have any urge, any inkling to jump into Battle Royale mode of Battlefield 6?
I will check it out, but I like the long drawn out battles in Battlefield 6.
Okay, yeah.
I'm playing Battlefield 6 for Battlefield things, not Battle Royale things. I'll try it out, but this feels like streamer mode for the streamers who don't understand how to play Battlefield.
I think that's actually a good point. It is a thing of the people who love Battlefield are there for that Battlefield mode.
This is to bring new people in. Exactly, and then while you're here, check out Battlefield.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like I'm definitely willing to try this out because I do like the fact that the circle instant kills you, so it does push everybody
into combat, into conflict.
Yeah. And I had a good time with the couple of games that I played of Battlefield, so it's like, yeah, sure, I'll try this out. But yeah, the testing is happening this week, so you know, depending on how things go, we might get some kind of leak, some kind of news that drops about it. We'll see what happens. Number 4, Bayonetta director Hideki Kamiya throws down the gauntlet. Says Hideo Kojima doesn't make. Oh, if Hideo Kojima doesn't make another PT, maybe I'll give it a go. This comes from PC Gamer by way of Joshua Wollens. So yeah, this is just kind of a cool like developer the developer thing where Kamiya is saying like, hey man, Kojima, make this game because if you don't do it, I might try making the game for you.
Blackjack and hookers.
And it's just like, just go ahead and make the game, man. Kojima don't have the time. Like he's already writing Death Stranding 3. He has to make this OD game for Xbox. He has Physint, whatever that thing is. You know, he's probably writing a book, listening to poetry. Kojima's busy. He's a busy guy. So Kamiya, did Kamiya make Resident Evil?
No, he made Bayonetta.
Yeah, he made. So,
let me see what he made.
Whatever.
Beautiful Joe, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 2. He directed.
Oh, Resident
Okami. Evil. Yeah.
Was that Resident Evil 2 one that people didn't like?
He did the original.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah,
and then
Oh, yeah, it's also to note that it Kabi is saying that if he were to make the PT game, it wouldn't be exactly like um Kojima's PT game.
Mhm.
It'd be a bit more action oriented. So that would be his spin on it. Which I guess I don't even know what that means. I just thought this was funny that
His ass
Kamiya
need
is
to go
calling it
work
out.
on Scalebound.
He just needs the money to do it because Microsoft not giving that money out. Oh man. But yeah, yeah, I don't see how there'll be any movement on this just because we know how busy um Kojima is, but worth a try. So okay, now it's time for the quick hits with number 6. PlayStation only made 3% of its money from physical game sales last year. You're probably thinking like, wait, what? That's insane. That what? So yeah, we have had the inkling based off of how the industry is moving that physical game purchases are down.
I blame DJ.
Me? Yes, you
Mhm.
should blame me. I don't know when the last time I bought a physical game.
Well, the headline is slightly misleading. That doesn't mean that they made 97% of their money from digital games.
Yeah,
You still got to look at network services, subscription services, hardware sales, other stuff,
right.
DLC, digital
Microtransactions and
content.
stuff.
It's just that
Yeah.
3% of it came from physical sales, and digital software and add-on content made up for 51%.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
So they made roughly $31.5 billion and
ah,
$945 million of
yeah,
it was from physical games, which is still a lot of money.
a billion,
That's almost
yeah.
$1 billion.
It's still
But
enough to cater to it. So it says 20% was digital software, 3% was physical software. So
mhm,
it's a seven
yes,
times. That's not bad.
yeah. So it is. You're right about the title of the title of this article being kind of clickbaity, but it is a thing of like, yeah, physical game purchases are down, but the bigger picture on that is that the actual supply of the physical games hasn't been as plentiful because there is a like for example Clear Obscure, they didn't get their physical edition until like months after they launched because they originally launched as a digital only game. Uh-oh.
I heard either gunshots or fireworks, explosions. I don't know.
I hope it's fireworks.
Oh,
Let me go check this out right quick. um so yeah, this is a thing of this is just giving us numbers to what we kind of already assume was happening.
yeah, we
So
knew it was a majority was digital, but not what
right,
exactly. So I mean, this
right,
is cool.
right. And then this also explains the rumor, I guess gives an answer to one of the rumors that the PS6 would have a detachable disk drive. And that now looking at this, that seems like, oh, that'll be an option for people who want to purchase digital or physical games, whereas a majority of the player base probably won't need or won't really need to invest in that disk drive. So
Yeah.
yeah. Number 7. New leak reveals ROG, Xbox Ally, and Ally X prices. Yeah, so we talked about this, I think last week or the week before. It's
Hmm.
just kind of confirmed what the pricing is. So the ROG Xbox Ally is 550. This is all US dollars, guys. I don't know the conversion for where you are. I apologize. And then the ROG Xbox Ally X is
Gotta love these
$900.
naming conventions. Um, this Ally X seems pretty wild considering we're 5 years into this generation. So the Xbox Series S and X came out in 2020, and they're looking to release whatever the hell they come out with next in the next 2 years. Are these gonna play those new games? I mean,
let me not shake my head no, because if anything, I can give credit to Xbox having like phenomenal backwards compatibility.
yeah,
So most likely it will play those games,
yeah.
but you're sacrificing something essentially.
At what my point is this? At what point, like how long it took for the Xbox Series to get an exclusive to make you want to buy it? I guess they're just moving past generations now, and this is like a PC. I'm guessing. Is this a sneak peek into the power of their next generation, if you want to call it that, hardware?
I mean, I think that's a great question. I feel like what we're looking at is, I think you're right. I think the next Xbox is probably going to be a lot closer to a PC than
Hmm.
a standalone console that we're used to. The fact that Xbox essentially partnered with Asus to make this
Hmm.
and drop their internally made handheld shows that like they're just like, you know what, we're gonna outsource this to someone else, have them worry about it. We'll worry about our next
I mean,
console and just
you'll be able to play PC games. I mean, I'm guessing you'll be able to play Steam games, but because it's running Windows 11, it all that power is wasted on running
yeah,
those games on top of Windows,
yeah.
as
And
we've seen in other stories.
I think ultimately that's gonna be the reason why this does not pick up steam. Like I think having it to having it to keep Windows and not
Hmm.
being able to go the Linux route, or I think Linux Steam OS is on Linux, right? I think Steam's on Linux.
Yeah, it's
But
its
anyways, not
own. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a fork of Linux. Yeah, sure.
yeah, but just not being able to run like the Steam OS that has been shown to be a better operating system for these games. It's like you're already starting yourself with a shot in the leg. And then your Xbox, you're not even really in first place. You don't really have big games that everyone is like really pining for. Another shot in the leg. On top of all of that, when the Jesus, when the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X showed face, they tried to attach themselves to Silksong.
Yep.
Silksong is out. People are playing it. People are going to beat the game before this device comes out.
Hilarious. But it'll
So
be on Xbox Game Pass. It'll be free once you buy this $550 minimum and then subscribe to Game Pass. It'll be
yeah.
free.
And then what happens when the game doesn't run that great on this thing? It's just like
It'll want the best.
I don't know, man. It's a thing of just like, we're seeing Xbox just essentially try stuff
Mm.
to like get their stuff everywhere, and then I guess they're gonna worry about um I mean, because I guess their output of games is just Game Pass now. Like, because
Yeah.
I guess there's
And
Fable.
then spoon feeding PlayStation months after.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good point too. I forgot about that side. Yeah, so this is just all very interesting to watch. Yeah, so speaking of watching, terrible segue. Uh what
Hmm.
we've been playing. Sean, what have you been playing?
I am slowly making my way through Donkey Kong. I'm just playing it in spurts at night because I'm doing other things during the day, of course. But heaps of praise. I'm loving all the transformations. I just got the elephant transformation.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one more left. I really wish games would like hide things like this. Like I knew I had 5 transformations coming just because of the way the upgrade tree was.
UI, yeah. Yeah.
I wish they would hide stuff like that and just like add it, so it's a surprise. But no, it's cool. I once again, this game nails the fun. It remembers what a game is supposed to be. Yes, a game can be art, but nail the fun first.
Yes.
As we've said numerous times, once you get to a DJ, you'll see what I mean. This is the game of the year contender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cannot wait to get back into this game. Yeah. Yeah. So I think last week I said that now that I finished Death Stranding, my next game on my list is Expedition 33. Where I stopped was fighting Simon. So
you're pretty much there.
Yeah, I started that back up again. I sat there and I grinded out trying to fight this god man of a person, and he just rolled me and rolled me and rolled me to the point I was like, you know what? I am tired of this. I'm putting this on story. I put this on story is like the easy difficulty. I put it on story. I jumped in, and Sean, he rolled me and rolled me and rolled me. And I was like, wait a minute. What's the difference between story and expeditioner? I don't know. So what I ended up doing was just leveling up my characters to like, so right now they're between like 94 and 96 or whatever. And mind you, when I was, this is kind of on me, because instead of doing the work of learning his patterns and trying to beat
just trying
him,
to brute force it like I do.
Yeah, you're basically, yeah. So instead of trying to beat him the fair way, the respectable way of like parrying, dodging, and parrying, I was trying to like one piece this man with my L and like doing the OP the power up and then the attacking with that one attack or whatever. And I had roulette on, and Sean, you're very aware of what roulette is, but for those who don't know, roulette is I'm gonna say ability in the game that has a 50% chance of allowing you to do 200% damage, or a 50% chance of having you do 50% damage. So you will either do a crazy amount of damage or half the damage that you will normally do. So I was just gambling in this game and trying to get Mael to like one shot Simon, I guess 3 times.
No, you can't do that anyway.
Yeah, no, it didn't. No, because he would just blink her out of existence, and I have my other characters that I didn't spend any time like specking out at all. So it was a mess. Anyways, I ended up leveling up my characters. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have I had like Lune, Verso, and what's the feet guy? Why am I forgetting the feet guy? He's like one of the coolest people. Oh, how am I forgetting his name? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is terrible. Feet guy. Come on, feet guy. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm looking it up because
Yeah. You know, it's a shame that you type in feet guy in Expedition 33 and it doesn't tell you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Monaco.
Yes, Monaco. Jesus. Oh, that's
I was gonna say Morocco, and I'm like, that's
yes. So I had those 3 out, and I was just like playing kind of normally, just like trying to get Simon's health down before he like snaps my people out. And I just killed him. And I was just like, oh, okay. Cool. So I finished that. I ran around and I got the last 3 like costumes that I didn't have that was like in the frozen area or whatever.
Frozen section.
So yeah. So I think the only thing I didn't do was get all of the journals. So I think I might see if it's a way if it's possible for me to platinum this game before I beat it. But
Don't
at
don't
this,
don't try.
yeah,
Fine.
I think I'm just gonna
Try.
just go and do what I need to do to finish this game up and be done with
Mhm.
it, so I can jump into Donkey Kong. But
Mm.
yeah, man, I jump back in this game. I'm still having a great time with this thing. It's just like, man, it is such a good game. Enjoying it. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's other good games for me to enjoy. I just gotta finish this one. But yes, that's it. That's all the words that we have for this evening. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game show where we talk about the latest news, the latest games we've been playing, um, the latest things that's happening outside of Sean's house. Hopefully, for the positive and not the negative. If you would like, please leave us a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you are listening, please leave us a review on Spotify or whatever podcast service you're tuned in on. It could be Apple Podcasts, could be YouTube Music, could be a Rock. Leave us a review. We appreciate it. Thank you. And then, of course, you can join our conversation by joining our Discord at pressxnumber2start.com/Discord. We have been talking kind of light. No, actually, we haven't talked about the Demon Slayer movie, right? Because it's just
Yeah.
no. I think did I post a meme? I think I was going to post a meme, but I didn't post a meme because I didn't want to spoil anything. But yeah, join us over there. We're cool peoples. We talk about cool things and fun stuff. All right, that's it. I'm done talking. See you guys later,
Peace.
and gals, and they thems. All right, everybody.